Welcome to our second game here tonight. Labowee Connexions coming up against Vieux North. Labowee Connexions. They are decked in the light yellow and of course dark shorts. Vieux North with the orange kit. Our match earlier was a full joy, I must say, with Flo Lancers coming from behind to pounce on Labowee Veterans. 2-1 was the final score. Vieux is trying to take control of the ball on the far side. Some very good ball. And a burst of fury there, and the ball was held up. And Vernon Emmanuel sporting an infringement there. Some good touches on the ball there from the Connexions players. On the far side, a ball going into touch. All given chase there by Francis on the far side. Balls with the dreadlocks man, Romeo Cox, and firing this one there. Off target. Delicate ball over the touch, over the head there, and a burst of fury from the number 2. And this is the and it's all happening here. The ball was stopped on the line because there's a pool of water in the middle of the goal area there. Such a joy to see. Laughter all about Romeo Cox. He's trying to take on the defensive Fredo shot. That's ricocheting of the defender there of Vieux. A corner to a Labowee connection. The ball is going out into touch for a goal kick. A burst of fury there again by Dave. Dave is looking to cross this one. Oh, and this one is just ricocheting off the pole there. Some very good work there by the Vieux Forshans. And here comes the rain again. A wayward kick there. Some lovely touches there on the ball from the Vieux team. Wasted. Simeon looking for his man on the far side. More like it's a wasted ball there. This one was in the path of Elliott. Francis lifting this one gently over the top. A lovely run there from the number 16 of Vieux and just pouncing this one into the sheen of the defensive third of Labowee Connexions. A corner kick to Vieux. Vieux looking for a goal very early here. A poor cross meeting the defense of the Connexions. And the Connexions were robbed in the process. In defense, Vieux North coming again. Dave Shalmine looking for his man, doing so quite perfectly. A corner. Dave McFarlane was on the end of this one there for Vieux. Ball whipped across and the keeper not dealing with it in the way that he should have. Ball will be coming across again. Oh, what a goal! Vieux North striking first blow here, taking the lead in the first half of our second game. 1-0 it is in favor of Vieux. Well, it's Melvin Francis finding the back of the net for Vieux. Elbert was making a meal out of this one there. And Vieux is building an attack there on their far side. Some delicate touches on the ball there for Vieux, and they were robbed in the process. Very soggy outfield. A ball coming across there to Albert. Albert finding his man. A shot is way off target. Not posing any threats to the man in goal. Some good defending skills there, been displayed there. One of the Vieux players has remained on the ground in a seated fashion. Some attention is going to be paid on him. It looks to me like Gilroy George, the number 9, if I'm correct. Throw in there to Labowee Connections to be taken by Anthony. The injured player was helped off the field. Now he's been replaced. Through in there by Anthony. Anthony trying to bring this one across. This one was well met by the goalkeeper. And looking for his man on the far side. And again, he was whistled. Cross coming in, and of course the defense of the Connections doing very good indeed, but relinquishing the attack again onto Vieux North. Elbert giving chase, but this one was cleared off the line by the Vieux Fort keeper. That's Rudolph. That's Mervin. The culprit here was Dave McFarlane, I'm supposing. Shalry finding his man, Clark. Ball is put in the touch there for a throw-in to Labowee Connections. The ball is lifted gently into the area there by Alvin Etienne. No problem there for Greg, the goalkeeper. 15 on 15 there, and Vieux Fort being the better one there. Dave Shalman was looking for his man there on the far side. Ball coming across to Aristi. After was the goal scorer for Vieux Fort. Van Isaac looking for his man, moving forward there. Taken care of. Theodore looking for his man, moving forward. That's Aristide, the goal scorer there. As the number 15 was brought down there in the area. That's David Edward. A free kick by Wayne Theodore. Wayne Theodore on this one. No problems whatsoever for Rudolph Philip. The defender was well shadowed there by the Vieux Fort player on the far side, throwing there to Labowee Connections. The ball has gone into touch for throwing to Labowee Connections. The rain keep coming down in sheets. A good ball on the far side. Finding Shalmine. And Philip coming off his goal and doing a very good work. Philip looking for Andre, but the Vieux player was held there and fighting back. Isaac finding his man. Some delicate touches there, and the player was ruled offside there on the far side. A very good clearance there off the line from the number 13, Melvin Francis. That's Alpha Rosemond there. Clearing this one off the line. Labowee Connections looking for the equalizer. The whistle has gone in the favor of Labowee Connections. Vieux fought again. The ball is ricocheted of the defender, going out for a throw. More like a corner kick it is for Vieux fought North. Vieux fought North looking for the second one. Some good defending there by Vieux fought North. Spreading the ball quite perfectly, lifting this one over. No problems there for Rudolph Philip. Rudolph looking for Andre, finding his man. Andre giving chase down the line and a touch too heavy.
VIS, Veterans in Sports Inc.
Through into Vieux fought. Isaac looking for his man on the flank and finding him. That's Aristide. And some good work there from Kenneth Clark. That's the captain of Labowee Connections. Handsome crowd on hand here tonight. Due of the inclement weather. Vieux fought North is 1 up Could see Raymond, after Raymond pouncing on this one, finding the back of the net for Vieux North. The connections will be coming from the far side, and again, well dealt with. And a shot on goal, as a wayward shot there, not posing any threats whatsoever to Philip in goal. Goal kick there to Labowee Connections. This one is just spliced off the inner portion of the boot. And again, you see a tugging of the shit there. McFarlane was impeded. McFarlane finding his man, Clark. Clark looking for Andre. Well controlled again. Oh, what a save there by Greg. Connections looking for the first one here, and this is wide of the right of Greg's goal. Shot off target by Andre. Andre had all the time in the world to put this one at the back of the net. A throw in there to Labowee Connections. Well met again by the defensive third of Vieux North, relinquishing the attack to the Connections. A shot on goal, and well collected again by Greg. Greg in no nonsense. Greg finding Elbert. Elbert finding his man. A tussle here for the ball. And the whistle of Vernon Emmanuel went. I think Justice St. Amy was impeded in the process. Ball is coming across. Heads go up. And a corner kick to Labowee Connections. A very cold temperature here at the Larissos playing field. With the heavy downpour of the rain, a short corner taken there. And, a dreaded shot coming across, preventing any harm whatsoever. But the Connections are back on the attack. Ball is coming across, but posing no threat to Greg's goal. Greg going wide to his left defense. St. Amy meeting this one with the head. Oh, Greg is in trouble, and this is the equalizer there. It's Nathan James pouncing on this one and equalizing the game for Connexions of Labowee. Well, it's 1-1 between the two. St. Amy having a boot onto this one there. This one was in the path of St. Amy there, but well taken care of by the defensive third of Vieux North, and Labowee will start again. McFarlane, a wayward ball, and giving chase. Here's the number 21. St. Amy. This ball is pushed into touch by Elbert. Throw in there by Dave McFarlane. Looking for just a St. Amy. Trying to bring this one across. Well met. Oh, what a shot! Well taken care of there by Greg. It's 1-1 between the two. This one was in the path of St. Amy. Well contested there. Wayne looking for his man. The ball has gone into touch there for a throw. The throw into a Vieux North. A corner kick there to Vieux North. It looks to me like Win Theodore on the end of this one there for Vieux. Oh, well met there by the boot of the number 15. That's Dwayne Edward. But it ricocheted off the defensive third of Labowee Connexions. This one coming across again. Just a St. Amy. With a man shadowing him on his back. But it's into no man's land. Some good work there again. And of course, Nathan James was ruled offside. Match is evenly poised there, though all the conditions of the ground.
VIS, Veterans in Sports Inc.
Elbert Looking for his men moving forward. Sentimi. Looking for his man. His ball was into the path of McFarlane, but held up by the water. Good defensive work there. Throw in to Vieux North. A very long one. This one is into the path of Sentimi. Looking for his man moving forward. James needing help. James going alone and looking for his man moving forward there on the far side. Joseph. Some good work there indeed by Nathan James moving forward with a ball from Joseph, but he was not equal to the task. One all here between the two. Labowee Connexions coming up against Vieux North. Labowee Connexions on the far side. And the ball swung to the near side. Well met again. Oh, a dink there by Alvin Etienne. Well met by the defense of Vieux Fort. Alvin is coming back and playing his part. Nathan James finding his man. Whistle went in favor of Labowee Connexions. Sentimi trying to dance around his man. Putting this one across. Oh, he had all the time in the world to put this one at the back of the net, and just missed it by a margin due to the conditions of the ground. Vieux Fort relinquishing the attack. Two Connexions. The captain finding his man. Clark. A lovely touch there by Nathan James. Well contested again. Throw in there to Vieux Fort North. Sentimi in between two, and he's held up by the water. McFarlane trying to take on his man. A lovely run there by Justice Sentimi. And the ball is pushed into touch for a corner. By the number 6 of Vieux North. They are locked at 1-1 here. In the first half of our second game tonight. Saint-Amy on the end of this one. Heads go up. Oh, and the Connections almost connected again. Ball is back into the final third of Vieux. Corner to the Connections. The Connections looking to go up here. Looking for their second goal tonight. And this one was improperly taken. A poor control. Saint-Amy taking care of the defender there. Clark finding his man. Oh, delicate ball there. And a lovely run by the number 16 of Vieux. Oh, and the captain of Labowee Connections. No nonsense. And Labowee Connection players just giving the ball away, but not long before his player could have recuperated this one. The number 21 for the Connections had all the time in the world in bringing this one down and pouncing on it. But some good defending there again from Vieux North. Oh, very delicate ball there by Theodore. Finding his man there on the far side. Back again for Theodore, but well taken care of by the captain of Labowee Connections. Justice. Very good ball there on the far side. He's looking for James, and James is trying to dance around his man. Oh, good dribbling skills being displayed by James, and this one straight across the goal. Leaving Justice Saint-Amy to give chase. A lovely ball coming across. Well dealt with by the keeper. A shot off target. A goal kick to Vieux North. Vieux again looking to make a move, and was cut short. St. Amy receiving from his number 15, and he's trying to dance and trying to go far on the far side. Well contested again. And that's the whistle of the first half between Labowee Connexions and, of course, Vieux North, and they locked at 1-1 here.
Let me remind you that we'll be moving to the south of the island to come next weekend as the weekend of the 20th and the 21st for the north stage of the main championship. On the 20th, Vieux South will be going up against Central Vieux. And Valley Legends will come up against Ancillary Veterans. The games are at 6 o'clock respectively. And on the 21st, Super Veterans will play Legal Veterans. And of course, All Blacks from there will entertain Rosalie Veterans. The games are at 5 and 7 respectively.
We're back with the second half of the second game here tonight, which is locked at 1-1 between Labowee Connexions and, of course, Vieux North. Through in there by the number 14 of Labowee Connection. That's Dave Joseph. Whistle went in the favor of Labowee Connexions. It looks to me like the number 21 was impeded in the process. That's Holder. A spot kick to be taken there by Dave Joseph for the Connexions. A short off target there. A ball is still in play. And good work there by Greg, coming off his line. Ball is pushed wide by Dave McFarlane, finding his man. Oh, a very delicate pass indeed. And this one was straight across Greg's goal, eluding Greg, but well dealt with by the defender. Dave Shalmine on this one, finding his man McFarlane. The ball is back with McFarlane. Oh, a lovely ball coming across there. A wide of the right upright by Joseph.
VIS, Veterans in Sports Inc.
Some very good service there coming from the left flank. And Dave Joseph just couldn't find the back of the net. A goal kick to Vieux North. The whistle of Vernon Emmanuel went in favor of Labowee Connexions. The game is evenly poised here between the two. Just as St. Amy is battling for the ball, but lost the touch. The ball going out for a throw-in. Sentime again, looking for his man. Some delicate touches on the ball. I was looking for Nathan James. And still couldn't keep the ball in play there. That is the man on the right hand side there for Vieux Fort. A throw in there to Labowee Connexions. St. Amy coming to meet this one. A little tussle for the ball, and St. Amy is ruled offside. McFarlane waiting for this one, not in his path. Balon Felix committing himself. He was whistled there by Vernon Emmanuel. A spot kick for the boys from the south, but the northern part of the south. Joseph looking for his man and finding him. That's Nathan James. James to Balon Felix. Just a St. Amy. And of course, St. Amy just couldn't keep the ball in play. A goal kick there to Vieux Fort North. Greg is positioned this one on the spot. The ball is spread wide. Finding a Neptune. Neptune finding his man. Aristi with a burst of fury there on the far side, and posing no worries and no problems, no threats whatsoever to the goal of Rudolph Philip. Labowee moving forward. A touch too heavy there for a St. Amy. And this one is issued into a touch there for a throw-in to Labowee Connexions. Ball coming across very dangerously there, and Greg failing to hold on this one. And the Connexions will start again. Ball coming across from St. Amy. Well dealt with in defense. There was some good control there by Alvin, and he lost it momentarily. And of course, he turned into be the culprit there, committing himself. Vieux Fort North there on the far side. And some dangerous tackle there from the defender there on the far side. That's the left defense over Labowee Connexions. A free kick there to Vieux Fort. Looking to go up here and taking the lead. Oh, he's missing this one. Very good cross indeed, and finding the head of the player moving forward there for Vieux Fort. That's Isaac. Isaac was way off target. But he still managed to get himself a corner kick. A corner kick there by a shot corner there by the Vieux Fort players. Labowee Connexions on the move now, well shadowed there by the Vieux Fort player. Joseph for Labowee. Ball going into touch, a throw in there from Vieux Fort. Dave McFarlane. Some very good work again there by Dave. Ball is switched to the far side from Arthur. Well contested there by the captain of Labowee Connexions, and is looking for Sentime. It looks to me like a player moving in an offside position there. Ruled offside. The striker for Labowee Connexions. That was Peter Shalmine. A good work there by Kenneth Clark, the captain of Labowee Connexions. McFarlane looking for his man, doing so quite comfortably. Ball is back with McFarlane. McFarlane looking for James. James looking for Sentime, and Sentime was in an offside position. Vieux Fort is looking to get the balls out of harm's way. Some very good work there on the far side. And the dreadlocks man in defense for Vieux Fort looking very neat. Theodore was looking for his man there. Well contested. McFarlane again finding his man. Oh, very good ball. And he's lifting this one across. Trying to find Dave Joseph. Balon Felix. Wasted again. A throw in there to Labowee Connexions. clearance from Vieux for it. Ball is going into touch. It will be a throw into the Connections to be taken there by Balon. Balon goes back to his defender. Way too heavy touch there. And the ball is going into touch. It's a Shalry. They're putting the ball into touch. A throw in there to Vieux, taken by Elijah Neptune. Shalry again is looking for Saint-Amy. Saint-Amy is trying to dance around his man. And the ball is put into touch there for a corner kick to Labowee Connections. Balon is trying to wiggle himself into the final third of the Vieux for McFarlane is looking for his man on the far side. Well met. A very poor touch there. Not dealt cleanly with by Greg. But still managed to take control. Labowee will come again. Some good control there from the Dreadlocks man in defense for Vieux Fort North. McFarlane looking for Balon. Oh, a lovely pass. Oh, what a shot on goal. That's the second one for Nathan James. Bouncing on this one. Finding the back of the net. Straight into the hands of Greg.
Labowee Connections. And just keep the lead there, winner by 2 goals to 1, courtesy of Nathan James.
Well, Nathan James has a brace here tonight. Saint-Amy looking for his man, doing so quite perfectly. Saint-Amy again is trying to bring this one across. And of course, finding his man. Oh, what a save there by Greg. And Nathan was looking for his hat trick. And let me make mention to you that if you lose, you go home. This one was put into the crowd there by McFarlane. There's some heated words there coming from the mouth of McFarlane and of course Balon. It looks to me like Theodore was the one the Woods were thrown at. Some good work in defense there by Dave Shalmine. Wayne Theodore is trying to put this ball across, and again, the man moving forward there for Vieux was ruled offside. It looks to me like Aristi was moving forward there, but received the ball in an offside position. Theodore finding his man. Richardson. The moving was robbed. The ball is back with Richardson. There's some good defending again by Labowee Connexions. Good ball, but James was not able to control this one. Theodore hustled by Santimi. And the ball is straight into the path of Greg. Number 12, Richardson. The ball is with Richardson again. Richardson spreading it wide. Ball going into touch. A throw in there to be taken by Balon. Just a Santimi. Oh, what a turn. A free kick there to just a Santimi. Having a laugh with Elbert. Elbert is not having none of it. Balon is behind this one. Well, as a matter of fact, he's leaving it for Shalry. Some very good work indeed. Isaac looking for his man. And number 19 was impeded. Balon Felix. A little dink over the top by Theodore. Finding Isaac. Ball coming across the goal, and no one there to make amends. Alvin Etienne is putting this one into touch for throwing. shot. Off target, posing no threat whatsoever to Rudolph's goal. It looks to me like the captain, Kenneth Clark, will do the honors to take the spot kick, more like the goal kick. And is finding his number 9. Gilroy George putting it forward there.
Stanley, we are at the DJ booth immediately. Stanley, we need you at the DJ booth immediately.
McFarlane finding his man. Ball is played wide. George was beaten to the task. Theodore. Oh, this one was not dealt with properly there by the striker of Vieux for it. Rudolph Phillip taking his precious time to position this ball there. And the player was ruled offside, so it's a free kick. It goes wide to Balin. Balin was still entertaining someone. Clean tackle there in the box. Vieux Fort winning the battle here. Muddy conditions, very muddy indeed. Vieux Fort still in control of the ball game. Back to the defender, Moving. Moving is looking to find his man, moving forward. That's Isaac. Isaac was robbed in the process. Wasted ball there on the far side. The Connections will start again. A lovely ball there on the far side, and giving chase there is the Labowee Connection player, and he's taking on his man. McFarlane spreading it wide. Some lovely movement on the ball there by Gilroy George. Oh, a shot on goal there by the number 19. The captain is looking for Beelan. The clearance there by Mervin. Beelan on the end of this one here. Mervin spreads it wide, finding his man. Beelan again on the end of this one. And the Rasta man, the number 19, is doing some very good work. Beelan looking for his forward men. The player was ruled offside. The player moving on the far side. It looks to me like Gilroy on the far side, and he's going to be booked for misconduct. He kicked the ball after the referee blew his whistle. Spot kick there for Vieux North. Some good work there in defense by Charlemagne. Romeo Cox taking on his man. Oh, a lovely touch there. Looking to find Gilroy George. A shot on goal there by the dreadlocks man. That's Romeo Cox. He could have passed it in the path of Nathan James for his hat trick, but decided to go alone. Throwing there to the boys from the northern side of the south of the island, and this one is just bending away from the right of Rudolph's goal. A shot taken there by Theodore. A throw into Vieux North. Wayne Theodore was wanting this one here. It's ricocheted off the number 2. That's Dave Charlemagne in defense for Labowee Connexions. Corner kick there to Vieux North. Vieux looking to equalize this one here. Heads go up, and it's at the back of the net. We just witnessed the equalizer there.
Well, we just witnessed the equalizer from Vieux North. It's a 2-4 between the two.
Throw in there to Vieux North. This one is in the path of James. Some good turn there by Gilroy George. He was almost robbed in the process, yes. Oh, this one is straight across the goal. And nobody on the ends of this one. Throw in there to Labowee Connections. Well taken care of, well contested again. Dreadlocks man finding McFarlane. Romeo Cox. Oh, good delivery there by Romeo Cox. And it seems to me like Romeo Cox was ruled offside. Theodore finding his man. This one was well dealt with again by Shalmine. Shalmine finding McFarlane. McFarlane wants to dance. And losing it to the number 4. Rudolph collecting cleanly and finding his man. Good ball there to Romeo Cox. Throw in there to Vieux for it. Throw in there to Labowee Connections. Theodore was robbed. Romeo Cox not controlling cleanly. Ball is put back into the heat by the captain, Clark. Clark again, looking for Romeo Cox, but well met. Romeo Cox finding McFarlane here. McFarlane going wide. Straight to the Vieux player. Some good work there by the number 15. And winning himself a corner. Corner kick to be taken there by Wayne Theodore. Vieux North looking to take the lead there. And a man in the middle spotted an infringement, some pushing in the 6-yard region. Labowee Connexions comes again, building an attack on the far side, and they almost lost the possession. Elisha Neptune losing possession of the ball. Number 19 is just giving this ball away there. But some very good work indeed by the number 21. Justice. A poor touch there. No threat, no problems whatsoever for Greg in goal. And Vieux will recommence from defense. A lovely ball by Elisha Neptune, trying to find his man, moving forward. Well dealt with in defense. Albert Elliott giving this one away. A poor ball again there by Justice. Alvin Etienne is furious with his forward. Romeo Cox not controlling this one. It's a very good ball there again from James. Greg is kicking this one straight into touch for a throw into Labowee Connexions. Elisha Neptune was on the ends of this one there. And ball is put into touch there, throw in there to Vieux North, to be taken by Elisha Neptune. Clearance from the defensive third of Labowee Connection. Robert. Throw in there to throw in there. Throw in there to Vieux just as finding his man. The ball has gone over the touchline there for a throw into Vieux North. Wayne Theodore. Oh, some very good dribbling skills there from the number 4. And Rudolph Phillip throwing himself down on this one there. And he's looking to find Justice Sentimi. Oh, good dribbling skills there by Joseph. The ball was in the path of Romeo Cox. And again, Greg with no threats post onto him, finding his defender. Gilroy. Again, this ball is put straight across the goal, and of course with the dump surface. The ball is just strolling away from the keeper and over the touch line for a goal kick. Still locked at a 2-all here between the Connections of Labowee and of course Vieux North. Nathan swinging this one across. Well met by the defender, and final whistle between the two there. It's locked at a 2-all, and I am supposing that they'll be going into extra time. We're back here with extra time, and teams were locked at 2-all in regulation time. Labowee Connections, and of course Vieux North. A tough battle here. We will be going to the south of the island. Come next weekend, that is. To see some beautiful games, of course. We have some lovely games on hand on the 20th and the 21st. You'll see Vieux South coming up against Central Vieux. And Valley Legends will play Ancillary Veterans on the 20th. Games are at 6 and 8 respectively. And on the 21st, Silver Veterans will play Mikud Veterans. And All Blacks of Dennery will square off with Grosile Veterans. Games are at 5 and 7. A very muddy outfield indeed. The goal scorer for Labowee Connections is looking to find Romeo Cox. Romeo Cox on the move, and he was well dealt with in defense. Corner kick there by Connections of Labowee. Clarence. Again, the captain for Labowee Connections are firing this one there. That's Clark. Some more pressure is being applied. A good ball moving across there, and couldn't take control of this one. There was Dave Joseph. Thrown by Elbert. Joseph trying to take on his man. He was met by Edward. Elijah Neptune. Elijah was well met again by Nathan James. Nathan James coined a brace here tonight for Labowee Connections. Through in there. Well contested. And again, Connections will start from the back. St. Amy giving chase. And the ball is issued into touch for Freud to Labowee Connections. Romeo Cox. Romeo finding his man. The ball was in the path of Andre, but it was well dealt with in defense. Again into the path of Andre, but cut short. Some good work there by the captain, Kenneth Clark. Again, the ball was in the path of Andre and it was held back by the mud. Ball swooped across there, looking for the number 16 of Vieux, and he's just putting this one across, and some good keeping there by Rudolph Phillip. Justice Santimi, well met by Mervyn. Elisha Neptune. Elisha Neptune is looking to wiggle his way into the defensive third of Labowee. And Vieux winning the possession again. And this one just eluded Edward and went straight into touch. Santimi, a wasted ball, finding Theodore. Clark finding his man, the goal scorer, the brace, Nathan James. James looking for Romeo Cox. Romeo Cox finding James. James is needing of some help. And James was robbed. Clearance there by the Vieux player. A throw in there to Vieux North. Elisha Neptune again. Vieux North applying the pressure. And the player was spotted in an offside position. Joseph just couldn't take control of this one there. There was a throw in there to Vieux. Joseph. This time it's Dave Joseph. Oh, some very good work there by the captain, Kenneth Clark. Kenneth spreads it wide, finding Dave Joseph. And a little too much has been done there by the Labowee Connection players, and giving away the ball to Vieux North. When Theodore was looking for his man, and he was impeded. That's James. A free kick to be taken there. It looks to me like moving behind this one. No, it's Edward to do the honors. He sealed this one across, and heads go up. And the number 4 was in an offside position there. Number 4 for Vieux North. Very, very muddy indeed. The surface area where we're playing on looks in a very soggy condition, I must say. Moving, looking for his man on the near side. Good tackle in there by Balan, finding Santimi. Win Theodore looking for his man, the number 4. And a very good ball again. And he was bundled over there by Dave Shalmine. A free kick just on top of the 18-yard region to Vieux North. James there behind this one, the number 9 for Vieux North. Posing no problems there for the keeper. And this is the half-time whistle, that of extra time, and they're still locked at 2-all.
VIS, Veterans in Sports Inc.
Well, supposing that the scores remains level, we're gonna go to penalty shootout, and Rudolph is taking forever from goal to goal. Santimi. He was looking for Andre, but it was well contested. Santimi again on this one. Win Theodore finding his man. The ball is pushed wide. Aristide going back to Theodore. Theodore again going wide, and I think it's Aristide there moving wide, and it was a whistled offside. Kenneth Clark finds his man. Oh, delicate touch there from the Vieux team. Oh, Clark doing some very good work and finding Justus Santimi. James. And this one is pushed into touch for throwing. Throwing to be taken there by Andre. I think Andre is leaving it alone. Andre is controlling this one. And Santimi is whistling this one off the chest of the number 8 of Vieux. Corner kick there to Labowee Connexions. looking to take the lead here. St. Amy. Oh, this one is just rattling the transversal. And it looked to be like James was looking for his hat trick. A very good ball in the path of James. And he's whistled offside. Good work there by Mervyn. Going wide. Vieux is on the attack. Anthony crossing this one and no problems again for Rudolph Phillip in goal for Labowee Connexions. Just the St. Amy is trying to take on his man, doing so quite perfectly. He was trying to find Andre there in the process. Moving, finds his man. And number 4 here for Vieux is putting it wide for Aristide. Oh, lovely ball again by Theodore. Straight across goal and some good defending again by Labowee Connexions. Shalry, a wasted ball to be dealt with there by Mervyn. In defense for Vieux North. Good work there by Andre. Andre again. Andre is looking for Justus St. Amy. And he was ruled offside. Andre looking for St. Amy. This time he's not outside and oh, what a goal there by Justus St. Amy! I think this is the kill for Labowee Connexions. Labowee Connexions taking the lead one more time in extra time. A 3-2 here. And Vieux. Oh, very good ball there. And Rudolph doing some very good work indeed. Andre is kicking this one waywardly into touch. A throw in there to Vieux North. You could hear applause all around the ground for the Labowee Connections team, providing that the scores remain in this way. Labowee Connections will advance
VIS, Veterans in Sports Inc.
into the semi-final stages. The Connections of Labowee is moving forward again. Moving, pushes it wide. Some good movement there from the number 8 of Vieux. And of course, the man moving forward there on the far side was spotted in an offside position. Labowee Connections, Beal and Felix. Squares it, trying to find his man, but they were robbed in the process. Moving was coming from the back, but just as St. Amy is looking for Andre. St. Amy again, the scorer of the foot goal for Connections, is trying to wiggle himself into the defensive third over Vieux North. And he was stopped. Number 4 there for Vieux is trying to put it on the far side for Aristide. There's a battle at the corner flag there for possession of the ball. And it's in the favor of Labowee Connections. The Vieux players are furious there at the corner flag. A lot of time has been wasted there. A good block in there by Andre Sentime. Sentime is dropping this one far. It looks to me like Leroy really was on to the end of this one, but it was too wayward. Sentime giving the defensive third of Vieux North some serious problems here. Thomas, well taken care of again. Sentime. Andre. Firing a tackle there, and he was whistled. Andre Joyer.
VIS, Veterans in Sports
Vieux
Inc.
North looking for the equalizer. Heads go up in defense. The captain, Clark, is spreading it wide. At the final whistle, it is boys from the south, Vieux going down to Labowee Connexions by 2-3.
Yes, of course, Labowee Connexions will advance to the semi-final stages of the plate, the trophy, and that of the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup.